Jim George is in the studio. Professor Gadget is going to teach us about our gadgets. Jim George is the owner of American Cable Services and Media in Motion. And before we go on a tangent and lose track of what we're trying to get across here, don't forget, if you have a computer that needs needs a checkup, maybe it needs a workout, or I don't know what to say, and it's not working, go to Media in Motion with that computer. Those guys know how to fix those things, and there you go. Good morning, Jim. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
We'll tell you where it is. Where is Media? Where do we go for that?
Media Motion's right over by, if you know where CTAE or CTAI, the Community Technical Institute, right there. And so just take 200 and head towards 441. And before you get to 441, there's a bridge. And if you look down at that bridge, you'll see CTAI, and you'll also see the two towers the school board owns. That is 7th Road, and that's where my office is. You turn right, and right by the school board, you'll see my office.
Does that bridge have a name?
Does it what?
Does the bridge have a name?
That bridge, I do not know if it has a name.
We have to look to see, because I'm on a campaign to make sure we know the names of all of our bridges.
I think you and I had a discussion when I first came on the air a year or two ago about you drive down a road and you see a name of something.
Yes.
Gantry Park or what, and you say, well, who was that guy? You know,
yeah, right.
Why is there something named after him?
So you know where the McKay Williams Bridge is, right?
I do. I hear that quite a lot.
So now we need to figure out what that other bridge is called, the one near you.
Yeah. It's probably called Overpass.
Yes.
Because John Overpass was the guy.
John Overpass.
Yeah, I learned today about Kingford charcoal. You know how the Kingford charcoal got its name? And
No.
I said, no, I don't. He said, well, there was a Ford dealer in Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
And every time you bought a car from him or you had your car serviced, he would give you a bag of charcoal because he also owned a charcoal plant.
Really?
And his last name was King. And so it was the
King's
Ford charcoal. And now
how cool.
Now that's how Kingford charcoal got its name. I said, you got to be kidding me.
Wow.
I said, no, I was born there. I know all about it. And I go, all right.
So you bought some charcoal?
No, I didn't buy any charcoal. No, I'm just telling you about names.
I thought maybe you were having a barbecue.
No, I'm just telling you about names.
That's interesting because I never knew that, Kingford charcoal.
But now you're making me want to go get some charcoal and cook something.
As a matter of fact, I have a book I'm going to bring in next week and leave with you so you can just peruse it. Mm-hmm. And it's called the Book of Totally Useless Information.
Oh, we get lots of them.
And it's just full of stuff like how a butterfly got its name or things like that. And very, very interesting.
That's cool.
We have a phone call coming in. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air with Professor Gadget.
Good morning, Mr. Professor.
Good morning.
I believe Henry Ford is the first guy that invented cooking charcoal. Am I correct?
That I can't answer now. I just learned about the Kingford charcoal myself today.
Yeah, it was Henry Ford. Anyways, the reason I called is I had some fluorescent lighting units replaced in the house, and they have a new tube now that's much thinner, but the same length.
Yes.
And they had to put a new adapter in. Well, what's the is that a more efficient light or less expensive to run or what is the deal on that?
Yeah, I think I read just today alone where it cost $1.56 a year to run that fixture.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how efficient it is.
You remember years ago when I was a younger man, and you always replaced those bulbs.
Yes.
Fluorescent bulbs. And they always said, don't ever break them because there's a dangerous gas that you might breathe. Is that true?
I think it used to be true. It was argon of some sort. Now they've changed it to a different inert gas.
Yeah.
Because they get broken all the time.
Yeah. So I guess the new thing now is going to be these new fluorescent thinner light bulbs. I guess that's the way things are going.
Yeah, the LEDs are fantastic. As a matter of fact, I just purchased a retro kit for my house. I either have to change the fixture or you just buy this retrofit. It's really neat. You just take the two bulbs out and you squeeze that little centerpiece that's inside the fixture that exposes the ballast, and you take the ballast and you just hardwire it. And then you put in this retrofit kit, and that's all you do. And it slides right in, and it has two LED bulbs in it, and it's reasonable. It's probably like $30. And boy, is it bright. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Well, the units that I had were original when the house was built. in 1990. So I think the guy replaced it because of the fact that that's a lot of years on a fixture. So we got new equipment. But that's kind of a neat idea, though, how you can retrofit and save some bucks.
Right, and if you have a room that has a lot of fluorescents in it, you probably heard them hum. The ballast, they hum. And this takes all that noise away.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Jim, I have something I want to ask you about. You remember you were telling us about antennas that you can put on if you don't want to have cable?
Yes.
I know you sell cable, so it kind of cuts into your bottom line. But since you brought up those antennas, there was another thing Robin and I saw an ad for. And instead of going up on top of your house, it screws into the coax thing on the back of your TV, and it looks like it's only about a foot long.
Right.
And that's it. That's the whole antenna.
Well,
have you heard of this?
Well, yes, there's a bunch of them, different manufacturers. But, of course, it just goes by reason that if it was outside,
I'm thinking
and
the
if
way
it
you're
was
thinking.
higher, it would be better signal.
Yeah.
So like the antenna gentleman I brought in here, Ken Antenna.
Right.
We got one of his antennas, and we put it on top of our building, which is like 15 feet tall.
Right.
And it has a rotor, so it turned 360, and we read the signal levels. Then we put it 100 feet in the air on our tower and read the same signal levels. And they're almost 10 times stronger.
Oh, really? Well, that's a good.
So that's why I'm saying if you just put it 10 foot above your roof, just 10 foot above your fascia, I should say, not the peak of your roof, just 10 foot, you will get maximum signal.
I know we have a lawyer coming in later on, but I have a legal question for you. A legal question for you. This is your business.
Yes.
So if I were buying like cable from you,
yes,
and I decided to take a cable and split it at my house and bury it under the ground and bring it over to Doug's house so he could have cable that I'm paying for.
Yes.
Would I be breaking the law?
Theoretically, you would, but it'd be the same as if you had 2 TV sets inside your house.
Right.
And you ran one to the bedroom and one to the living room. In this case, you're sharing it with a friend. Is it against the law? Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Will you ever get caught? Would they even want to know you do that? No.
And isn't that weird? Because Larry shares his Wi-Fi with Doug.
Yes.
I mean, Doug doesn't have to pay for any of that, and Doug piggybacks on Larry's Wi-Fi. So is that different than piggybacking on somebody's cable?
No, it's really no different, and that's why we're not caring anymore. In other words, we know of homes that do that a lot. You know, that they'll get a service and they'll share that service. Mm-hmm. They do it electricity-wise. They do it water-wise.
Oh, really?
I had my well go bad one day, and I went to my neighbor and said, "Can I get a hose attached to your well?" He said, "Sure." And I put it to the side of his house and brought it over. Took 2 extension cords, just screwed it into one of my faucets. That's all I needed to do, and backfed it. And my whole house had water until the next day when I had my well fixed.
Oh my gosh!
You can do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's your well.
Yeah.
It's your.
Yeah.
What we're speaking about is a commercial service. Cox Cable, let's just use them for instance. They pay for every subscriber by address. So if you have 2 addresses, theoretically, they need to tell the CNNs of this world and the ESPNs that they have another service. If they don't know it, then they don't tell them. If they found out, then they would ask you to either disconnect it, or they would say to you, you need to pay for another drop.
But they can't tell. They can't tell just from on their end that you're drawing more than you should be drawing.
Nope, it doesn't work that way. Now they can come out to your house with a piece of equipment.
See, what is this thing?
and put that piece of equipment onto your cable that goes to your house. And it will literally, almost like pinging a router or pinging a server to see, what address it has. It will show up as the fact that you have, 1 splitter, then you have 2 splitters, and you have a small house. How come you have all these splitters?
Wow.
Yeah, right.
They can see that.
Right.
But do they want to do that? Never.
All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. Don't forget, questions are invited. You are welcome to call 622-9622 to speak to Jim George, Professor Gadget, about any gadgets. Any. Give him a test. See if you've got a gadget he can't answer a question about.
I brought a gadget in.
You did? All right, we'll find out about that. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For Friday, more sun than clouds. There can be a shower in spots along the coast, but most areas will be rain-free. Our high today in the 70s. And fair skies Friday night with lows ranging from the mid and upper 40s in a few inland spots to about 57 along the coast. Saturday will be partly sunny, high 74 to 78. Sunday, mostly sunny, highs in the mid to upper 70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Oh my, how did another 365 days go by? If you're looking to make a change in 2016, get involved in the health scene. Get rid of the old and try something new, like acupuncture at A Better You. Pain in your joints or knees? Throw out your back every time you sneeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. From pain to allergies, even the flu, come get acupuncture at A Better You. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein with A Better You Healthcare today at 352-615-5566.
Check this out.
New shows? Check. Check. Some new talent? Check. The same great sport talk?
I'm seeing it right now.
Wrong.
Wrong again? Wrong.
It's better.
There are so many great things going on in sports.
We gotta get it. From our mics.
Test.
To your ears.
The latest update we got is...
At Ameris Bank, we understand that there is no purchase more exciting than the purchase of a new home. We are dedicated to helping you find the mortgage that meets your needs and giving you the personal attention you deserve. Our mortgage options offer a variety of benefits, including up to 100% financing, down payment assistance, and expansive credit qualifications, all with the competitive rates and exceptional service. Call Ameris Bank today or visit amerisbank.com to learn more. We look forward to serving you.
Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender and member of FDIC, a loan subject to credit approval.
So have you heard the story of the Johnston twins? Two boys separated at birth fated to meet again, not knowing they were twins. The unforgettable musical Blood Brothers ran for over 20 years on the London stage, and now you can see it at Ocala Civic Theater February 11th through March 6th. Call 352-236-2274 or buy online at okalacivictheater.com.
WWOCA
WOCA.
AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3.
Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com.
All right, 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Jim George is here. Professor Gadget is going to teach us about our gadgets, and you have one with you.
I did on a gadget, so I'm going to pass it to you, and you can see exactly what it is.
What is it?
It's just self-explanatory. So you have outlets in your house.
Circuit breaker finder.
And you have no idea what circuit breaker controls it. So if your lamp goes off in your bedroom, and you plug another lamp into it or change the bulb and it still doesn't work, it could be a breaker. Well, which breaker is it?
And this will tell you?
All you do is plug the one piece. It's a two-piece. We're describing it on air. You plug the one piece into the outlet, and then you go to your breaker panel, and you just touch the breaker panel with the other piece, and it will sound a tone and light to show you that is the breaker that is on the other end.
Hold that in front of the camera so that the viewers can see it. There you go. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Now
it's about a $45 part, so I don't suggest people run out and get a $45 part. But Lowe's and places like that loan tools. They do. Yeah, if you want to go to Lowe's and you need to do something, they'll loan you a tool.
You mean rent you one?
They'll rent you and loan you.
Loan you?
Yes.
Nice.
Like AutoZone and places like that. If you look, it'll say loaner tools available.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, the old-fashioned way of finding which breaker was usually
you just turn every breaker off until you find it.
Yeah.
But if it's not working anyway, which breaker is it?
I gotcha. Okay.
In other words, it could be a bad breaker. The breaker could actually stay in the on position. It didn't trip.
Right.
But it's not passing current. You have a bad breaker.
So this is really helpful in what you do, your line of work. Okay. Wow. So no wonder you would need that. But that's for the average layperson to use, huh?
Yes. You can rent them, like I said. You can borrow them. Lowe's and places like that have tools you can borrow.
Did you see that McDonald's has a new design for their Happy Meal boxes so that we can make virtual reality viewing devices out of these boxes? Have you seen this?
I heard, but I didn't see.
Have you ever tried one of these things?
I have not.
I haven't either.
But I like the commercial where the guy is upstairs and he's looking for his undergarment, his underwear. And his wife is downstairs and she says, we're all out of cereal. He says, fine, cut 2 holes in the box and bring it up. Because, one feeds the other.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I like that.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it, but I'm sure there's multiple uses for it. Multiple uses.
Now, when you're outfitting an entire community with your system and everything, are there different parameters that you use as opposed to outfitting just individual homes?
Yeah, so like Ocala Palms, for instance, where we're the cable system there, it had to be designed so that each person would get the same amount of signal strength. Mm-hmm. And if it's just like a water hose. If you start off, the first home is going to get a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. The next home is going to get a little less pressure, a little less, and finally there's no pressure left for the last home. So in the designing, you have to know just where to place the fiber, just where to place the coax, what size spigot, we call it a tap to use, all that. And when you do it and you design it and then you put it in, it's a joy because the system just works.
Oh, wonderful.
You never have a problem with it. Whereas if you had an individual home that you were trying to feed, you had to figure out how to get to that home and how much losses there in the cable and what kind of obstacles do I run in. Mm-hmm. So a development's a lot easier. And now with Wi-Fi the way it's coming on and 5G, I guess 5G is out. In other words, by out, I mean ready to be used.
Okay.
So we had the 4th generation. Everybody had a 3G phone. Then they said, hooray, we got a 4G phone. But now they have 5G.
And will that affect you?
It will. That would allow much more bandwidth. That's how wide the 6-lane highway is. Mm-hmm. And then it'll have more speed. And that's how fast you can travel on that bandwidth.
Oh, okay.
So you can get more speed on your internet and a wider, so you can download more information quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Man, we have enough information. What am I going to do with all this information?
They keep saying, that's why we had this debate, I think, a month ago about time-saving devices. You have a toaster, you have a microwave. Did. Where's all this time? If I'm saving all this time, where I want my time that I save.
By the way, have you seen the toasters? Speaking of gadgets that are kind of fun, and maybe we even talked about this before, but these are toasters where you can have customized plates, I guess, put in them so that the toast looks like you or your brother.
Oh, wow.
It'll toast your face onto the toast.
That sounds cool.
I've seen that. I've actually seen that on one of those YouTubes. I thought it was a fluke, but I guess you're saying no.
I don't know why.
I don't want a toast that has a picture of my wife on it or the Eiffel Tower or whatever it is.
But I can see this as a marketing tool. Like you go to, let's say, Denny's and you get eggs and toast, and the toast says, "Thank you for eating at Denny's," or something like that. Or Denny's breakfast or something like that.
But I can
or
see
just
that.
the logo, just the Denny's logo.
Yeah, it's a marketing tool, but I use a branding iron for that.
Well, I guess in a sense, it's
toast the toast and take a branding iron, that's it, and then cut it. And
yeah.
Is there a channel that people can just use maybe one time, like if you're having a fundraiser event, like the Strawberry Festival, for example, if you can set up a few cameras around that area, and then you can have like one channel just for tomorrow dedicated to that event, and then maybe Sunday there will be another event, and you can do that.
Very easy. Just Les Cox films the Christmas parade, and then shows it on a channel. You can do the same thing. It could all be either live streaming or it could be filmed and shown on Cox Cable, and everybody would get it in American County.
We're videotaping tomorrow at the 2 events that we're going to, the Strawberry Festival and the Special Olympics. It would be so nice to have. Wouldn't it be cool to have a drone with a camera on it?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so
That
neat.
would be so cool to add those shots to whatever else we do on the ground. Just be so nice.
Well, now you're advertising. Anyone with the drone that has a camera on it that would like to come down to the Strawberry Festival tomorrow.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Right?
There you
and
go.
view Larry and Robin singing and some of the events.
No, we're not singing.
Oh, I thought you were playing tomorrow.
No, we're going to
No.
be videotaping.
No.
Tonight we're playing for
No, we're
tonight.
videotaping.
Oh, you're videotaping. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
And don't videotape us playing, please. That's no, we just have fun doing
No,
it.
you're too laid back and casual. You don't want to.
We're just having fun. Yeah, we don't necessarily want it for posterity or anything.
Well, still, anyone that has a drone camera, that would be ideal.
That would be
to
cool.
videotape.
We can give you what do they call those SD cards, whatever you call them?
Yeah.
And then if you don't mind doing that, that'd be cool. We'll give you credit at the end of it. And
then
we
we
could
just
rent
purchased our new character generator for Ocala Palms. And this is a cool
Oh,
device.
what is that?
So not only is the background alphanumeric, like the pool is closed today, or please view channel 9, we have a new channel, or whatever it is, but there's also a crawl line that runs across. So that crawl line could say, Strawberry Festival filmed on channel 19. And they turn that 19 and they see the Strawberry Festival. Or this device not only has a background and not only has a crawl line, but simultaneously in one half of the screen could be a video playing.
Oh,
so I can still do my character generating.
Really?
In my, the freebie today, and still have the video playing.
So we could give you the video that we produce?
Yes.
Even if it's just with our amateur
That's it.
stuff?
And I'll put it in a loop and it'll play. And
that
play
would be
play.
cool. Then
That'd
people
be
could see it.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone. Thank you for calling and for waiting. You're on the air with Jim George, Professor Gadget.
Hey, Professor Gadget. I was wondering if you could comment on the radio waves that Larry and Robin mentioned during the news.
Oh, that was a
cycle
cool.
this morning.
Yeah.
Maybe if you could, if you're not familiar with it, Larry can fill you in. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard it basically coming up the walkway. Well, the Bible says that the stars sing.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So
Taylor Swift.
So there are
Elton John. They all sing. They're all stars.
There are actually melodies being played in space, and you can pick those up with your satellite dish. Not with your direct or your dish, but the dishes that I have. My dishes are like 21 feet in diameter. Well, NASA and those people have dishes that are like 40 feet in diameter. So they pick up this sound, this noise all the time. And it is somewhat repetitive because the Bible also says that the whole earth groans ever since Adam and Eve fell, which means there's noise. If you've ever been in your house and heard your house crick or crack,
it's an armadillo.
There are sounds, so they're being emitted. So what I'm thinking they're listening to are sounds that were emitted from distant stars, and what they're saying is there seems to be a pattern.
It's in 3/4 time.
Oh, well, there you go. So there's a choir up there. Especially if it's coming from the north. If it's coming from the north, then we really, because the Bible says, Jesus. Anyway, make a long story short.
Wait, finish that sentence.
No,
the Bible says Jesus is coming from the north?
He's actually coming from the east. But,
from the east.
But heaven is in the north. So.
But what if you're...
But north of
what? If you're east of where Jesus is coming?
I know, that's exactly.
Then it would be to the west.
Well, keep in mind, east and west never meet, north and south do. If you head north and you're at the North Pole and you start going over the top, where are you going? You're going south.
Okay.
If you head east, where are you going?
You keep going east.
You keep going east.
Yeah.
They never meet.
That's a good one.
So, yeah. So, anyway, I think the noise that's emitted from the stars has to do with just even the earth groans. A lot of different companies have actually taken laser beams and stretched it across like the Mojave Desert. And filmed it like 24 hours. And you can see the Mojave Desert undulate and rise and fall throughout the whole desert. It rises and falls.
Cool.
The whole earth expands and contracts because remember, it's spinning.
Wow.
You get dizzy when I
think about it. Yeah.
That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, nature
stuff.
in itself is so fascinating. God did a wonderful thing when he made nature.
Sure did. Oh, I like that sentence. God did a wonderful thing when he made nature. I love that.
It's not Mother Nature.
No.
It's God's nature.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right.
Jim, you're going to
another beautiful day.
So we'll see you tomorrow where?
Yes, I'm going to the pancake breakfast at 7:30 at the McPherson complex. And then I'll go back and my wife will wake up around noon. And then we will go to the Strawberry Festival. She's a night person. You call our house at 5 in the morning, she will answer.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's a night person. I'm a day person.
So we'll see you at the Strawberry Festival. We got to get you in the video tomorrow.
Yes, we'll do that.
And then we'll give you the thing on an SD card so you can put it on the TV.
I will do it.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. What are we doing next? Oh, Squid McFinnigan calling in from Ireland.
Whack. Top of the morning to you.
Jim, every Irish song, whack for the daddy-o.
Yep. Whack for the
They all
daddy-o
say the
early
same.
in the morning.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The latest GOP debate down to 4 on stage last night. Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz slamming frontrunner Donald Trump.
From the start, unconventional back and forths.
He referred to
demands, if they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee.
Talk of body parts and name-calling in the latest Fox News Republican debate.
You asked him about the economy, and the first thing he does is launch an attack about some little guy thing, because he doesn't have answers.
Staying noticeably out of the fray, Ohio Governor John Kasich.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. The Labor Department just out with the latest jobs numbers for February.
The economy created 242,000 new non-farm payroll jobs last month, more than expected. The unemployment rate was unchanged at 4.9%.